help me with this terrible mess. So I had, it's not really a junk drawer, but it had different items in it that I needed for work. It had, the scented things that you plug in. It had the little jars that I would give people for paint. I don't even know what's in there anymore because it just fell apart so badly. I stopped using it. So I got myself a new one from Amazon, and I just have to put that together. So hopefully it will go together pretty well. This is what it's supposed to look like once it's done. So let's make sure all the parts are there. And I will give this a look just because it's safer to do that. So let me do that off camera. I am Italian, but I don't read too much Italian. Okay, so it looks like we build the sides first. And then we put the top together with some kind of little strap there. I don't understand that yet. And then the sides go into the top. Looks pretty simple. And then the stretcher bars go probably on the back. Then the wheels go. So it's as easy as that. Let's do it. I like the way they did that. Here's our wheels. Some kind of parts. All right. So let's pile up the stuff on this other rolling cart and see what we have. I have these little scented things. So a lot of it are these little jars that come with covers. And when somebody buys a piece of painted furniture, usually I'll give them like a little sample, if it's possible, like of the main color. Most of the painted pieces that I do are not one color, but I'll choose one of the most prevalent colors and I will give them a little pot of paint just in case they chip something. Sometimes it's just an easy way to hide the chip, so it's just like a thing to do. And a bunch of old cards. And sometimes I used to save these cards because I would do hang tags with them. I'd paint them or decorate them. But this is an old photography card. I don't know why that won't focus. And back with the art gallery. And so all different stages of the business, and the card changes over time. I started doing furniture, and so yeah, there's that. But these can be just tossed. I might keep one of each just as a memento or something, but basically just old cards. Now I don't sell smalls like I used to, so I'm not really looking for hang tags. Most of what I do is custom, so I just end up, or what I'd like to have is something that I would like to have, like a branding thing that I could just sear in a brand underneath the furniture that says Owling Dog Restoration or something. So someday, maybe someday. But I often put a little stamp on it just to let them know who was the last one that actually did it. But let's put some of these things back into this rolling thing, which it works pretty well. I should have put those racks on at the end. I should have done those earlier. I don't know how I missed that in the directions, but this is kind of neat the way this lifts up and you can just see what's in there. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, let's start putting it away and I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. You never know what you're going to find. Yeah, so this, I put just a couple of cards, mementos in here. This is it's actually a cake decorating kit, but I bought it because I sometimes do artwork with plaster and putty and things like that. Oh, my neighbor's mowing. I'm sorry for the noise. These are plastic stick-on things that hold a curtain rod. They don't hold that well, but I do use them sometimes. I actually have one curtain rod up there. You can see it. But they come down really easy. You have to put something really light on it. And here's all the bottles for paint samples. And I just put them in here, and I found a little modeling clay, and that can stay. I threw a lot of stuff away. I found some screws. I put the screws away. And here are these plug-ins, A lot of my plugs are, they're not all upright. A lot of them are sideways, so you can't put a plug-in scented thing in it. But I use them all the time. And I almost always have one plugged in. And I also burn incense just so that it smells nice in here, because it's just a big old barn. But that's kind of cute, right? And it rolls around really nicely. It has two locking feet. And mistakenly, I kind of put them on the back. But I never lock it anyway. That's fine. They should go in the front, but I wasn't sure which was the front when I was putting them on. So yeah, kind of cute. I like the way this works. It looks like a little wooden thing, but of course it's just one of those paper cardboard things, but it will last, a couple more years, just because I have some plans for the future and get it a little cleaned up in here. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching me put that together. It's good to find all those things, little mementos and all kinds of things you know you were missing, right? And I love the way this comes up like that. How cute, right? And I'll find other things to store in there. I just don't want to jam it full of stuff right now because they're not that sturdy. The other one I'm sure I've had for more than 10 years, so it lasted a long time. All right, thanks for watching. I hope you got something from this video, and I look forward to doing a nice restoration. Least of all, I'll start it this week. So yeah, and we'll catch up on that. And thanks. Have a great rest of your weekend, and I wish you all good and beautiful things.